What's up, guys? Another day, another chess drama. This time around, we have, you guessed it, chess cheating. It is Vladimir Kramnik with another blog post update. We've discussed this in the previous podcast, but unfortunately, immediately after we finished recording that one, there was an update, a big one indeed. Vladimir is referencing an incredible streak of a particular player that scored 45.5 out of 46 games consecutively. And of course, after some digging, it was not very difficult to understand who he was referring to. He was referring to Hikaru. Hikaru responded, and I will be discussing that in just a second. Now, the question is Hikaru Nakamura cheating at chess? All right, here we go. What do we have here? This is the newest update on Vladimir's blog post on chess.com. The blog is his chess.com profile. He's not playing chess on chess.com anymore, but he is updating his profile with what it seems to be some sort of blog post. That's why I'm calling it a blog post. All right, let's see. Some small new piece of statistics recently noticed. A player had scored 45.5 out of 46 consecutive 3-minute blitz games against approximately 2950 in average rating opposition, which is equivalent to 3600 plus rating performance in those 46 consecutive games. I believe everyone would find this interesting. Yes, everyone did indeed find this fact interesting, and they started digging deeper and trying to find out who the player that Vladimir was referring to was. And they found quite quickly it was Hikaru. Everybody started discussing it. And in fact, Hikaru himself responded quite quickly. And he said, as you can see, he tweeted, he said, Vladimir appears to be referencing my record. Is he really accusing me of cheating at Levitov Chess? Jan, that is his at Jan Nepomniachtchi, are you jumping on this accusation as well by tweeting this garbage? The garbage Hikaru is referring to is because he's the hero Gotham deserves, but not the one it needs right now, is the tweet that Jan sent yesterday. Now, when I first saw Gotham, the mention of Gotham, my first initial reaction was, what does Gotham chess have to do with anything related to Hikaru and related to Vladimir Kramnik? And I don't think that Gotham and Hikaru have any sort of beef at the moment, so I'm not really sure why Jan would ever mention Gotham. Perhaps he is just a fan of Batman. I don't know. Anyway, it's a very cryptic message. It does seem to insinuate that there's something shady going on. So I understand Hikaru's reaction. It's sort of a jab at Hikaru's expense because both Jan and Vladimir probably knew that everybody will understand who he's talking about. All right, so this is basically what came out of that, and then everybody started discussing, and I'm going to try to make the case that Hikaru is not cheating. And I've analyzed it a little bit, and I have 3 reasons why I believe Hikaru has not cheated, and maybe that's going to make a compelling argument for you as well. My first initial reason is I've analyzed Hikaru's statistics for the past year as well as the all-time statistics. And as you can see, if you go back 1 year, the highest rating was 33-36. Now, the average opponent rating in the past year was 28.95. That's very close to the rating that Vladimir was referencing of 29.50. And his best win streak is in fact 55. So it's more games than what Vladimir has referenced. It does show that Hikaru is capable of scoring very long streaks of victories against very high-rated opponents. This is point number one. This is reason number one why I believe Hikaru has definitely not cheated. Reason number two, and I think this is more compelling than reason number one, is the level of competition that we're discussing. Hikaru, in those games that Vladimir is referencing, played 2 international masters and 1 FIDE master. He did not play a single grandmaster in those 46 games. And let's take a look at the 3 opponents that he scored those points against. First of all is this guy, Artur0208 from Yerevan. And I don't know who this guy is. This is a secret profile, but he is an internet, or she is an international master. Chess.com knows, but nobody else does. I don't know who this guy is. At the same time, he's an international master. The next player that he played against in that streak is Piola, or P0LA, however you want to call that. This guy, I in fact know who it is. It's also an international master, and I will just give you the range of his rating. He's between 24 and 2450 rated. He's not very active nowadays, so again, sure, I believe that you can beat this type of players, especially if you're Hikaru Nakamura, on the regular basis. International master, around 2450. Can it happen? Is it likely? Not so likely, but can it happen? Yes. And the third opponent that he played during that streak was this guy, Liam Putnam, 2008, who is in fact a known player. He's Liam Putnam from New York. And if we pull his FIDE profile, let's take a look at this. There we go. He's a 2332 rated FIDE master. He's rapid, as you can see, 2136. His blitz, probably not very conclusive, 2082. I don't think he played a lot of blitz games. That's why he doesn't have a very high blitz rating. He probably is much better than 2082, as we can see from his chess.com profile. So that is my second reason why I don't think Hikaru has cheated. The fact that he did not play a single grandmaster during that streak just goes to show that the level of opposition perhaps made this streak accessible. Now, for the third reason why Hikaru has not cheated, in my estimation, I went and compared his over-the-board performance with his online performance. And I went through the last 3 world championships, Blitz World Championships, that Hikaru has participated in. And I tried to kind of understand where he stands in terms of results. So let's take a look. We're going to start with the 2018 World Blitz Championship. And take a look at this. Hikaru finished in 3rd position. This is another thing that we should probably mention. Hikaru is among the best chess players, especially when it comes to shorter time controls, especially when it comes to online chess. That is for various reasons. I would say one of them is as he moves into the online sphere, you have the mechanics of the mouse, you have a different visualization of the board because you're looking at the 2D screen, not the 3D screen, the 3D life, I guess. But there's differences, and Hikaru is definitely accustomed to these differences. You could only make the case that Hikaru is perhaps a bit worse in over-the-board chess, maybe even much worse than he is compared to his online chess capabilities. Let's take a look and see what happened in the 2018 World Blitz Championship. As we can see, Hikaru is right here. He finished in 3rd, but definitely played against a lot of strong players. Let's see. Against Jan, round 21, draw, Peter, draw. Okay. So, Jan Krzysztof Duda, win. Dmitry Andreevkin, win. Artemiev, win. Pasema Min, 2695, win. All of these guys are grandmasters, right? All right. Even this guy that I don't know who it is, Zamsa something. Grandmaster 2552, a draw. Okay, I get that. Badur Jabava, a draw, 2600. Okay. Paravian, 2647, but also known as quite an expert in Blitz, a win. Johann Sebastian from Norway, pretty strong GM, 2620, a win. The one outlier in this event is this game against Ahmed Adli from Egypt, I think. Yes, Egypt, Grandmaster, also very decent Grandmaster. He lost that one. Outside of that, no other losses. He beat Parham. He lost against Korobov as well. Okay, Korobov as well. So look, if you're looking at this one, you might be thinking that, sure, there's a big discrepancy between that streak and his potential as a Blitz player. 2018. Now, let's move on to 2019 if we can find that, and I think we can. In fact, as you can see, there's a chess results right here. And this is the 2019 Blitz Championship. King Salman World Rapid and Blitz Championship held in Moscow. In this one, I believe he finished, let's see where he finished. Where do we see that? Okay, I think he finished second after Magnus, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, let's see how his results are looking. Victory against 2500s. So anything under 2600 is a win. Anything under 2600 is a win. Almost exclusively. He lost against Ali Reza. Okay, he made a draw against Timur. 2601, 2635, 2657, 2698, 2793. Wins across the board. A few draws. Wins against 28 and 2800s. 2720. Yeah. And this is basically the only outlier. The game against Garev. Garev is 2533. He's still a very strong grandmaster. He's a grandmaster that almost was 2700 at one time in classical chess. So definitely showing a lot of class. I would say a much more improved result compared to what he did in 2018. Once again, showing that he's very much capable of stringing together very, very good results. And this is only against GMs. As we have seen, he has not faced a single GM in that streak that Vladimir is referencing. And if we go even further to 2022, the World Blitz Championship in 2022, as you can see, Hikaru once again finishes in second place after Magnus. Again, and even online, it's Magnus or Hikaru who are going to be in the top position in terms of rating. And if we look at his results, 2575, 2577, 2627, win. The only loss, actually the only couple of losses were against Vladislav Artemiev and Alexei Serrana. Both of these players, well, one of them 2800, one of them 2714. First of all, I don't see any 2500s around here. And the only 2500s that I'm seeing, he has won exclusively against them. So once again, goes to show that he's very much capable of scoring and having streaks of victories against the best chess players on the planet over the board as well. Putting those three reasons together that I just gave you, it just makes for a very compelling case, at least to my estimation, that Hikaru has not been cheating in online chess. At the same time, I understand 45 out of 46 wins against 2950 rating average is just an incredible streak, but Hikaru has showed that he is capable of doing that. Therefore, I want to say Hikaru, in my estimation, and maybe you have a different opinion than I do, has not been cheating in online chess. If you do think this is not the reason, or if you do think that this is the reason and you find my arguments compelling, leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. This is a big one I have a feeling is going to develop in the upcoming days and weeks. I'm sure at some point we'll get Fabiano's perspective as well. Right now he's playing at the Sinquefield Cup, so I'm not going to bother him with drama. A lot of drama in the chess world keeps going on and on and on. It never ends. See you guys in the next video.